well, the people that are concerned, the former chairman of the National Union of Local Government Employees joins us now, Mr. Deji Akinwalere joins us via Zoom. Thank you, sir, for coming on the program.
Good evening.
All right, Mr. Deji, I'm sure this is like, finally, we got it. Is that your reaction to this announcement?
Well, like many people have said, they say victory at last. So one is quite excited because this is an unprecedented judgment with a lot of courage, with a lot of patriotism. We have started this struggle for the decolonization of local government administration for over 2 decades. Since year 2001, we've been calling for autonomy of local government. We've been asking for good governance. And persistently, consistently, and almost irredeemably, the governors had refused to allow good governance to operate at the local government level, to the extent that almost everywhere, local governments in Nigeria are condemned because they are unable to give any reasonable service delivery. There is no transparency, there is no accountability, there is no opportunity for the citizenry to experience democracy. And the Bible says, if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? If there is no democracy at the local government level, then what kind of democracy are we expecting at the national level? So this has been the basis of our struggle, that local government must be decolonized. The governors are running local government worse than the way that colonial master ran local governments or ran administration in Nigeria. The local government had been, people talk about JAC, the state local government joint account, and we've been calling that these things should be abrogated. And we thank God that a judgment had come today that had hearkened to the voice of the people. On several occasions, the 8th Assembly, the 9th Assembly, 10th Assembly, they've been calling for the cancellation of JAC. But the governors will use their strength, will use their power, and muzzle the state houses of assembly to prevent the judgment, to prevent the bill from being passed into law. So for us, it is an unprecedented action coming from President
Bola.
Okay.
Okay, so God, we don't have so much time. You know, with great power comes great responsibility and more accountability. So at the different levels, President has immunity.
Yep.
The governor has immunity. The local government chairman doesn't have immunity. So more monies are going to them, and people will be expecting more accountability. How do you think that the citizens, you being a chairman of former president of NULGE, how do you think citizens can ensure that your colleagues who are now, what do you call it now, the people in charge are held accountable to make sure that the monies given to them go to service the cause of the people?
Thank you very much. We have our fears. Because of the enormous powers of the governors, we know there is still a way they will compromise this judgment and force, a lot of these governors to still bring the money back to the government houses. But we believe that through appropriate capacity building, of course, a lot of these abuses will be minimized. Then secondly, this judgment is going to encourage a lot of responsible people to come to governance. In the past, we've had cases where professors, where doctors, where lecturers, where registrars of university will come and serve as supervisors, as councillors, as chairmen. This judgment is going to encourage that system. We are going to have a situation whereby, by virtue of this attraction of more credible people, corruption will be minimized. There will be opportunity for the development of local leadership. And of course, this is an opportunity for civil society organization, community-based organization. There are a lot, they have certain rights that they have not been exercising by virtue of the power and that the governor has exercised. People should be able now to go to the local government and demand accountability. They should have the right now to exercise their right under the Freedom of Information Bill to ask for how much has come to the local government and how has the leadership spent this money. So it's a process. This is not huru yet. We know there are still a lot of challenges, and this can be, minimized through capacity building, through regular engagement, through a more participatory activities by the civil society, who hitherto has been limiting their activities to the center. I mean, maybe at the state capitals. They should come down to the local government and engage the government at that level. Then, most importantly, I think this is the time for us to think and start pursuing and demanding that there should be a special court, a special tribunal that should be treating constitutional breaches, so that if after these judgments on governors they go ahead to circumvent the judgment, then people should be able to take them to this constitutional court. I think this is very critical for us, to really say that we are making progress in decolonizing the local government system.
All right, I must thank you, Mr. Deji Akinwalere. Of course, the judgment is going to upset a few things in the polity at the end of the day. I must thank you, former chairman of NULGE, that's the National Union of Local Government Employees, and we wish you the very best.
Thank you very much.